Hi, it's Congresswoman Jan Schakowsky, and I'm back with my plans and pans. Well, the House of Representatives is ending 7 straight weeks of being here in the Congress, and I wish I could report to you that we had done some really important things that will make a difference in your life, make the country stronger and better. Unfortunately, I really can't. And this week, I think, was a good example of that. This week, the Republican majority brought forth a censure resolution going after Adam Schiff and saying that somehow that he had dishonored the House of Representatives. As you know, Adam Schiff has been an active leader in making sure that Donald Trump is held accountable. He was one of the chairs of one of the impeachments. Their first effort to censure Adam was last week, when it also included a $16 million fine. That did not pass. There were a number of Republicans who actually voted no on that. But this week, they took out the $16 million and voted to condemn Adam Schiff. I think this may be the beginning of a series, and in fact, we did see a resolution of impeachment offered by Congresswoman Boebert of Colorado to, yes, impeach President Biden because of his mishandling of the immigration issue at the southern border. She has vowed to continue that fight. That resolution was referred back to the Homeland Security Committee. Unfortunately, it's really a waste of time and money, taxpayer money, to debate these kinds of issues that are just not relevant and certainly don't have any real truth to them. Saturday marks a very dangerous and sad anniversary of the Supreme Court deciding to ban abortion rights. 20 states right now have taken that up, and we get reports about women who have died, who have suffered, who carry dangerous pregnancies or carry unintended pregnancies. What we call a discharge petition has been signed by 210 Democrats saying we should bring this issue to the floor for a vote. The Women's Health Protection Act, which when we had the majority in the House but didn't have it in the Senate, we passed twice. The polling tells us that 8 out of 10 Americans think that this is a bad decision to limit the right of women to control their own bodies. This is really a dangerous, a deadly decision that was made, and we are seeing the consequences. We are not giving up. Women, families, men, young people, older people are gathering together and continuing the battle to restore such a fundamental right in the United States of America. I hope you'll join us in that. As a member of the Budget Committee, I participated in a hearing that was called Incentivizing Economic Excellence Through Tax Policy. But what I said, that the title of the hearing ought to be Incentivizing Economic Inequality Through Tax Policy. In the United States of America, there are 3 families that have as much wealth as the bottom 50% of Americans. Think of that. And it is so unfair, and the Republicans are working to make it even less fair. So what we know is that they've already marked up a bill that would add about another $2 trillion in tax relief for corporations, big corporations, wealthy corporations, and the wealthiest of Americans. This is something like was done in the Trump administration, $2 trillion worth of tax breaks. And where would they try and get the money? that might help pay for that. What they're going after are Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, veterans benefits, childcare, job training. This is the richest country in the world at the richest moment in history. And the fact that such persistent poverty, but even more than poverty, the number of families in this country who feel insecure, who are worried. What if there's, one crisis in their lives? What happens if someone is laid off? There is such a sense of insecurity, not necessary in the United States of America. We have income inequality that is far more than any other industrialized country in the world. We could end hunger, child hunger in particular, we need to deal with. There's so many children that go to bed hungry in our country. We could actually house people. We need to do better and to demand that we build out the middle class in this country, that we make sure that we have the jobs and the wages that people need to live in security. That is my goal, to change the priorities that we are seeing right now and to make sure that this country, the richest country in the world, that wealth is spread all over so that people can live in dignity and comfort. It's always a pleasure for me to meet with a gathering of union members. And this week, I was able to address the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, machinists we call them. And these are people that you'll see at the airport, our airport and airports around the world. They make Harleys, they work for Boeing and many other things. And I was happy to talk to them that what we are seeing right now in this country is a 58% increase in petitions to the National Labor Relations Board for groups that want to form a union. As a union member myself, I'm very happy to say that the number of Americans, the percent of Americans that say that they support unions, would like to be part of unions, would like to give unions protection, is at an all-time high over many decades. And so what we want to do is to enhance the labor union movement to make sure that workers get the portion of the economy that they deserve. So that's really been this week, fighting over things that shouldn't have to be fought over, I'm sorry to say. I want to wish you a very happy week. I will be all in the district, around and about for the next 2 weeks, and really look forward to it. See you next week. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, where my handle is @Jan Schakowsky.